Good afternoon, Malcolm. So great. So I thought I'd just bring you a quick update video on the Sunday. We do know it's the weekend and markets are pretty quiet at the moment. But just to show you our standard chart here, we can see nothing's really much has changed. Although we see the PA down at the bottom of this range, we're still in this band of no man land, and as you can see, I added this major resistance at the top of the band and the major support at the bottom of the band. And as I said to you before, until we break out of this area, I'm not really looking to do any trading. Unfortunately, it's been now 31 days of consolidation. Not great for the traders, but as I said, account preservation at this stage is more important than trying to scalp a few dollars here and there, and just not really worth the risk. Okay, so the big question, I guess, is where do we go from here? What's going to happen? So I'm going to take you to the Forex Factory. We're going to take a quick look at what's happening this week. We can see on the July the 26th, on Wednesday, we got the FOMC statement that's going to be released, federal funds rate, the FOMC press conference. Basically, Federal Reserve going to either be hiking interest rates, pausing them, or dropping the interest rates. Personally, I think that they're going to hike it, but the big question, we don't know. Are they going to do it on Wednesday? Are they going to do it next month? Are they going to do it the month after? Nobody knows. But what I can tell you is that this is going to have, I think, quite a significant effect on the market. This is the catalyst that could either push the price down, or we can go and retest this band. So let's just take a quick look, go back here again, and let's just have a look and see what the conditions are. If we go here, we can see more hawkish monetary policy than expected is good for the currency. So if I take us to this chart here where we have our Bitcoin chart, we can see the price of Bitcoin has been slowly coming down. That band there is basically what we're looking at over here, just on a bigger scale. So you can see overall the price has been coming down, and we've seen a correction on the dollar. The S&P 500, which is also all correlated, to Bitcoin and all the other markets, asset markets. You can see here we are seeing the S&P has been testing this upward trend that we've seen now going back for quite a long time. Same thing with the Nasdaq. If you take a look at the Nasdaq, just keep in mind that these markets, the S&P 500 stock markets, are closed on the weekend. And the dollar is also, markets closed at the moment. You can see it's only Bitcoin cryptocurrencies that stay open 24/7. So we'll wait until Monday morning when the markets open to see. You can see on the dollar here, this red band, there is it was testing a level of resistance here. But as I said, if we take a look at the chart again, Forex, more hawkish than expected is good for currency. So what does that mean? It basically means that if the Fed hikes the interest rates, it will be good for the dollar, which means is we'll see the dollar go up, which is basically bad for Bitcoin and for the stock market. So if we see the dollar rise, we'll see a pullback on these assets, Bitcoin and S&P 500, Nasdaq. So guys, the important thing, Malcolm, is to remember on Wednesday, we'll see this information come out on Wednesday, and the big question is, are they going to push interest rates higher? Are they going to pause it? Or are we going to see an easing off of interest rates? Nobody knows. I think they have already said, Jerome Powell has already said that they're going to be hiking it another 2 times this year. So we can expect that to happen, but the big thing is we don't know when. Is it going to happen this month, the next month after that? Nobody knows. So we'll wait for Wednesday to see what happens. And then obviously, hopefully we're going to see some kind of a move in the market. As I said, if the dollar goes up, we can expect Bitcoin to come down, which will possibly break this area of resistance. And we'll see a correction and a pullback down to the expected levels down at 28,400 and possibly even further. All depends on what the news is that is released. Just to show you what my plan would be, if the Fed does hike interest rates next week and we do see the price of Bitcoin come down, let's just take you from a 4-hour to the 1 day. And we'll just put things in perspective. This is something I've laid out over here. And you can see we've been in this. I just want to get rid of that there. You can see we've been in this trend since the beginning of January. This market structure since the beginning of January. And you can see we've been creating basically higher highs, and then also, higher lows. And now we're in a period here, like I said, where we hopefully to see a nice pullback back down to around about $27,500. If I see the price come down here, this will be another great place to enter a long position if we can see a bounce of this macro trend running up here since the beginning of the year. Okay, that's just to give you a quick insight onto what my thinking is and what my plan is. Basically a pullback here, and that would be a great place to enter a nice long to go and retest this area up at 32,000. All right, hope you can use this piece of information. Chat to you later.